join Let's Talk Crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is December 1st, 2021, and Bitcoin is looking like it's in an impulsive wave up. Let's analyze. You can see that Bitcoin has, since it's completed its 5 waves down, printed an A, B, and now looks to be forming a C wave, okay? This technically can be a complete 2-wave retracement, okay? So if we have 5 waves down, we know we need 3 waves, okay, for correction in the 2-wave. Now, we don't know what that correction can look like. I postulated that it could be a zigzag or a flat, right? Or it could be a complex correction. We don't know. But right now, if this A wave and B wave and C wave retrace to the top of our channel, or the top of what we believe is possible, so just remember, 2 waves can retrace to between, or they typically retrace to between the 0.5 and the 618 fib. Okay, so if you take the Fibonacci retracement tool, if our C waves ends up in this region, which is between 61 and 63K, it's possible that the 2-wave can be over and we resume our impulse down, our biggest impulse down, okay? Now, I don't know that will be the end of the 2-wave, because it would have been rather quick, and you do need some time for the altcoins that have yet to complete their B waves to complete that, right? For all the altcoins that have yet to produce all of the upside that they have to produce before going back down, Bitcoin needs to allow for this. So I don't know that even if we get a retracement up here into this golden pocket of 0.5 to 618, that'll be the end of the 2-wave. Something tells me this will just be one leg of a complex correction, a W. This ABC will turn into a W, and then we'll get an X, and then we'll get a Y. Reason being, again, all those other tokens, those coins, like what we're trading now, Chainlink, they need to hit their targets. Chainlink is right now at 26.8. It needs to go to between 60 and 70, right? So it does need some time. I don't know how long, but it does need for Bitcoin to comply, right? Same with Litecoin. Same with let's see what else. Telcoin, right? And these are all the coins that we looked at yesterday in the live stream. Thank you for joining, for those of you who did join. All right. So back to Bitcoin. So that's just what I'm seeing. I don't think that this will be the end of the 2-wave. Obviously, we're not trading it, so we have no money on this, and we can't really know if this comes up here, just like we saw in the previous complex correction on the smaller degree in the 4th wave right here, or was it here? We first came and hit the top of the range at the head of the 3882 and actually wicked above it, and then came back down and came back up again. So I'm anticipating something similar for Bitcoin here, that we have this ABC, this simple correction turns into one leg of a complex correction. That's just that's my sense of what's going on, given the larger context of things. But just looking at the anatomy of this triangle really quickly, yesterday we didn't know if it was going to be an expanding or contracting triangle, and it looks like it was a contracting triangle. And remember, a triangle is essentially a corrective, sort of consolidative pattern that price action forms, and it always has 5 legs. And in triangles, you get 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So this is exactly what we got here. We can count it out on the smaller time frames. And this is useful because if you're able to just track it, you know more or less when you can expect a breakout. So here's the larger count, just so we know when it starts. We get an A wave that starts here, 1, 2, 3, and then a B wave, okay, and then a C wave that starts right there. So this B wave goes like this, and then starts the C wave here at 0. And so we count 5 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And from there, you got a breakout and a retest. And here's your breakout, okay? So that's pretty much what Bitcoin did. We were able to track that. You should have been able to track that using the understanding of 5 legs in a triangle. Now, where are we expecting Bitcoin to go? Like I said, we're in corrective mode. So it's a little more challenging to say for certainty where price targets will be, right? It's hard to make price targets when you're in corrective mode. That's why we don't trade corrective mode. But cleaning up this chart a little bit, you see you have clearly an A wave, you have a B wave, and usually on the balance of probability, the C wave is simply the length of the A. The length of A would actually be here. The retracement of B, which is there, and the 1, between the 1 and the 1, 2, 3, 6. So we expect Bitcoin to end up around here in this pocket there, okay? And like I said, my sense is that this 2-wave correction is probably going to be complex because you have to give people time. There's so many market participants that think that this is going to be a legitimate breakout, right? That we're going to form higher highs. My sense is that the price action will give market participants ample time to realize what's going on. Okay, it's not just going to turn around and dump, because what comes after this, remember, is a serious markdown. Because we just printed the 1 wave, right? Prior to this, after 1, you get 2 and 3. 3 is typically the largest and the most impulsive wave down, okay? So that is when people are really going to understand that we're in a downtrend and we go into the 40s. So that's a little bit shocking. It's going to take a little time for price to consolidate before that large move. This is why I think it's probable that we get a complex correction in this 2-wave. So I anticipate this ABC to become W, and then we get an X and a Y, and maybe even an X2 and a Z. I don't know, but we'll see. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. Really quickly, looking at our Chainlink trade. Hopefully, I don't know what you all did. I personally am like to, as I said, take profits 100% and then make a re-entry. It is a lot more work because these re-entries are not easy. But that's just my style. That's just what I like. Okay. It's possible that you know some of you just got in the first time when we first got in over here and just let it ride and let this correction, this 2-wave correction, just happen. And that's okay as well, right? It's just, it's a trade-off. You pay extra funding fees. You do have to give away some profits, right? In this retracement, but you make one entry and you just let it ride until you reach your larger target, which again we anticipate will be high in the 60s. But you do minimize a little bit of risk when you take profits, but also you add on risk because you got to make another entry, and you all know that entries aren't always simple to make. So what happened here, so yesterday we had our 1 wave. Some of you all took profits up here, and we got a really nice zig or flat correction right here. So this ABC correction, which almost kissed the 618, which is the level that, almost the maximum retracement of the two wave. So if you take the Fibonacci retracement tool from the bottom to the top, you see that this ABC, this flat correction, touched the top, almost touched the 618, and basically the top of this this support that had been formed in price action, this bed of support. And so from there, we start our third wave. Okay, so this is the third wave that we're in. And remember, what the third wave does is it's usually the longest, the most impulsive, the largest wave in your impulse. So, this is why we trade impulses. It's relatively easier than trading chop, trading corrective. We can anticipate these retracements to follow certain principles, right? So this is what we're doing right now. And if you took the trade here, some of you did, some of you sniped it at this point, you're already in 7% profits. 7% times, whatever leverage. If you took 10x leverage, you're at 70%. If you took 20x leverage, you're at 140%, right? Just giving an example. I'm not saying to take a ton of leverage. I'm just giving examples, right? But where can we expect Bitcoin to go, Link to go from here? Again, very simply, to project third wave price targets, you take the top of one, or the length of the one wave, the retracement of the two wave, and you expect it to go to at least the 1618, or anywhere between the 1618 and the 2. So we expect Chainlink to go to around 29.5, okay, before retracing for wave 4. So that's where we expect Chainlink to go. So hopefully this was helpful. This was useful. Like I said before, this is why we took the Link trade, right? Look at Link. Link is already 5.3 up. Just looking at, everything in my short list, or whatever it's called, my list of assets, it's one of the better performers here. It's one of the better performing assets, and we're in it for this long swing, right, to the top of its B wave. And you have other ones that are doing okay, but Link is, even outperforming Ethereum, that we feel will top out at just 5K, right? So Litecoin, we said, was also at a similar point in its price action, but it's only up about 4%. I expect it to go and have similar sort of gains to Link, but just like I said before, I'm not very keen on trading Litecoin. In any case, hope this was helpful. Hope this was useful. Like the video, share, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, and I'll see you guys soon.